just called over to check on my feeders. I've had them out now for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I've recently started topping them up every single day. I started off with using peanuts, but for some reason they wasn't flat out on them. I changed it over to monkey nuts, which is really the same sort of thing, and now they're doing roughly around half a kilo to a kilo of nuts a day. So I'm planning on shooting this tomorrow. I thought I'd come over, do a little video showing how active the feeder is, also to set up my hides ready, because I'm planning on shooting it before it gets light, so around about 5:30, 6 in the morning. I got big hopes of big numbers tomorrow. I'd say 10 plus, but we'll see how things go. So I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes on this one feeder, see how many we got coming in. And there's also another feeder out the back. Here he comes, I can see one. I'm only about 10 yards away. No camo, nothing on. He doesn't seem too bothered. I'm sat out in the open as well. They seem to be coming up to the feeder, taking the nuts. Some are just running off, I guess they're hiding them. Where I got others then that's actually sitting there. So hopefully we're going to have a good few opportunities tomorrow. I'm going to call around to the back in a minute, check on the other feeder. I can hear the squirrels going mad around the back. There's one right behind me, coming across the trees. Right at this moment, he's right behind me. I can't believe how close it is. I can't even turn the camera around. I'll try, show you how close. No, just as I was going to, he's gone. I think this would also make a good picture, so I'm going to try and take one. Go on in. That was a nice clean edge shot, but he just fallen out of view behind the back of the tree. This is what I could see from my eye location. As you can see, it's a very active tree. We've been watching the squirrels coming in and out for most of the day. We have the feeder just there. It's out at 20 yards. I feel that we should have had a few more, but the squirrels have been coming in, grabbing the nuts, and they've just been gone. We haven't had many chances where they've been staying still. I've just gone and retrieved the squirrel. Sadly, it fell behind the back of the tree, so it was just out of view. But it was another well placed headshot. This is the position where I was shooting from. On the back, as you can see, I got the camo net in. A few of the branches last night off the trees was in the way, so I cut them all back and I used them to fill in bits of the gaps and make it look more natural. And at the front then, as you can see, I got a pop-up hide. I was shooting from out of the hide, and my friend was shooting out of the netting. Yeah, we came here last night, set everything up, made sure everything was right. We left the feeders empty. We called you around about 6 this morning, just before it broke light. We topped the feeders up and we just sat and waited. Halfway through, like I said, I was a bit upset that the FX went down. I didn't feel very confident with it early this morning. I was checking the zero and it was just going miles high. I finally re-zeroed it in. After I hit a few squirrels then, took them out nice and clean. I started missing a few, so I rechecked the zero, and the pellets then, they wouldn't hold any sort of group. They was going high, low, left, right, they was going everywhere. So I think it's going to be down to the reg in the gun, but I'll send it off to Effective Air Tuning and let them give it a full service and see how I go from there. I'll just go down now to the other feeder and I'll show you what the setup looks like from down there. I'm now down by the other feeder, just to show you what our setup looks like from this angle. I'm pretty happy with the pot of hide. I picked it up at the game fair. I think I give around, I think it's about £80, £85 for it. And it seems to work a treat. Hello everyone, just arrived home after a long but very enjoyable day out in the field. These are the guns that I used throughout the video. The gun on the right is my friend's gun that he recently purchased. It's the FX Wildcat 177 caliber version, and when I offered him to come out on the squirrels, he jumped at the chance. I really believe that we would have gone into double figures if my gun regulator never started playing up. So we had to travel home to get my S400 and also had to re-zero it in. This is the first time shooting from an hide and using bait to draw in any type of quarry, so there's plenty of room for improvement and I'm willing to take any tips on board. All the squirrels that were shot in this video, they'll all be going for the pot, so nothing goes to waste. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.